Aide Dinesh Arora has now turned approver in the case. Big development, and it's a massive setback for the Delhi Deputy CM Manish Sisodia. His close aide Dinesh Arora has now turned an approver in the case. So the court has given its go-ahead. Now the close aide of Manish Sisodia, who was accused of taking 1 crore rupees, turning an approver in the case. And this could spell some serious trouble for the Delhi Deputy CM. In fact, not just for Manish Sisodia, but also the other accused in the case. But this is going to have a big political impact as well, in a massive development that's going to have a big impact in the liquor scam case. The close aide of Manish Sisodia, Dinesh Arora, has now turned approver in the case. Remember, the charge against Dinesh Arora being that he had taken 1 crore rupees from Samir Mahendru. Now, that was the charge that he had been facing. The CBI had revealed these details to the court. Now, in a big development, he has become an approver in the case. A restaurant owner, also said to be a close aide of Manish Sisodia. In fact, he was also said to have played a very crucial role in framing the liquor policy that has got the Aam Aadmi Party in serious trouble. So he is said to be quite close to Manish Sisodia. He is also said to have advised Manish Sisodia on the liquor policy. These are the allegations that have been made by the CBI in the case. And now the close aide Dinesh Arora turning an approver in the case. Some serious trouble that Manish Sisodia is facing in the case. Now, this comes at a time when the Enforcement Directorate is also looking at evidence in the case. So now we have Dinesh Arora, who has officially turned an approver against the accused in the case. So serious trouble, not just for Manish Sisodia, but also the other accused who have been named in the liquor policy scam case. So this is also going to be helping the CBI in the case. In fact, to get you the details of Dinesh Arora, he is said to be a close associate of Manish Sisodia. The charge against him being that he had taken 1 crore rupees from Samir Mahendru. These are the details that had come in, and he has now turned an approver in the case. So it was in the Delhi court that it heard the CBI's plea to make businessman Dinesh Arora, who is himself an accused in the Delhi excise policy case, a witness. Now, during the hearing, Arora had also sought pardon in the case and said that he has made confessional statement under section 164 of the CRPC. So Dinesh Arora has told the court that he is ready to disclose all the facts that are related to the case. The Delhi court now approving it, which means that Dinesh Arora becomes a witness in the case. Remember, it was just a few days ago that the very same court had also granted anticipatory bail to Dinesh Arora, who is said to be very close to the Delhi Deputy CM. The CBI had not opposed the bail plea in the case. So the court had noted that the CBI, in its reply against the anticipatory bail plea, had stated that the applicant has supported the investigation and also disclosed facts which are vital for the investigation. So the CBI saying that him turning approver is going to be extremely crucial in the case and can nail the accused in the case. Big development coming in now, taking oath of honesty and truth. Dinesh Arora telling the Delhi court that he is ready to give voluntary disclosure about his involvement in the alleged offences that the CBI has mentioned against him. In fact, he told the court that he had also earlier cooperated during the investigations of the case by the CBI. In fact, he had made a confessional statement under 164 CRPC as well. This had been made in court. Now, Dinesh Arora saying that he will turn an approver, and the court approving this request of the CBI. Senior news editor Bhavtosh Singh joining us with details of the big story that we're tracking at the moment. Bhavtosh, serious trouble for Manish Sisodia and the other accused in the case as Dinesh Arora turns approver.
It's a massive development as far as this case is concerned. Remember, the prime accused, or one can say the prime suspect, in the CBI case as well as in the Enforcement Directorate case is Deputy CM of Delhi, Manish Sisodia, and the case, as far as the case of both the Federal Probe Agency had in fact been stuck for a very long time. Since 19th of August, Manish Sisodia was questioned by the CBI, and Dinesh Arora, one of the accused in this case, has now turned approver. CBI has moved an application under section 306 of CRPC. Times now broke that story early in the morning, and Dinesh Arora was present in the courtroom. It was in fact on the 27th of September when Dinesh Arora moved an application seeking anticipatory bail, and in that anticipatory bail application, CBI in fact had said that he had cooperated with the investigators and had given some leads about the public servants as far as this case is concerned. These public servants had in fact influenced the making of the then excise policy, in fact, which has now been trashed. That excise policy had led to a certain illegal gratification as far as the CBI case is concerned. Dinesh Arora is one of the businessmen who directly benefited from the old excise policy, and he will in fact now tell to the court as to how exactly that excise policy came into existence, how people made profits out of it, and how individuals benefited from it. Remember, Pratibha, in just next 3 weeks, CBI as well as Enforcement Directorate have to wrap up their investigation, file the first charge sheet in this case. It's likely that public servants, mainly Manish Sisodia and others, will be either named as an accused or their roles will be mentioned.
Okay, all right. Stay on with us, Bhavtosh, as we take in more details of that. For now, we have Abhishek Dutt of the Congress Party also joining us on the broadcast. Mr. Abhishek Dutt, this is a big setback for the Aam Aadmi Party because Dinesh Arora has turned approver in the case. This could spell serious trouble for Manish Sisodia and others.
See, we've been saying it from day one that Arvind Kejriwal, along with his entire ministry, during the pandemic, was most concerned about the liquor mafia of Delhi than the people of Delhi. I think it's high time Mr. Arvind Kejriwal must resign, Manish Sisodia must resign, and they should change the name Aam Aadmi Party to these are people who are working for the wealthy people, for the people into liquor, for the people who are giving them financial benefit. Whether it is the person in Tihar jail who's been writing letters to the LG, whether it is the rich Rajya Sabha member of parliament who were given member of parliament ticket above the hardcore original workers of Aam Aadmi Party. And even in Delhi today, municipal elections are happening. All the Aam Aadmi Party ticket aspirants have been sidelined over the rich people who are buying tickets in Aam Aadmi Party. I'm saying this on your TV channel. Aam Aadmi Party immediately, Arvind Kejriwal ji must resign, Manish Sisodia must resign, and they should join the investigation.
Okay. In fact, up until now, the Aam Aadmi Party has backed Manish Sisodia completely. In fact, he himself has also come out and said that if the charges against me are true, then why not arrest me? Even after so many searches, the CBI is not able to find evidence against me. So what would you say to that?
Only one thing, when the whole world knows there will be a raid on Manish Sisodia, when Arvind Kejriwal ji had been saying it on TV that the house of Manish Sisodia would be raided, do you think anything would be available at his residence? Ask Manish Sisodia ji, did he waive off 40 crore rupees for the L1 license at the airport? Ask him, did he waive off during pandemic all the liquor charges, the yearly payment that has to be given to the Delhi government? Whose permission did he ask for?
Okay.
Ask him the L1 criteria for giving alcohol licenses in Delhi. These are clear, blatant misuse of law, and he took the decision.
Okay. Okay. In fact, Arvind Kejriwal has backed Manish Sisodia up until now. Thank you for joining us. Mr. Gaurav Bhatia is also joining us on the broadcast. Mr. Bhatia, it's a big development that could spell some serious trouble for Manish Sisodia.
Absolutely, it is a big development, and through the approval of the court. And I must also say, with my legal experience, that this would prove the last nail in the coffin of the corrupt Aam Aadmi Party and Manish Sisodia. Approval holds a very special place, especially all the links that are necessary for nailing Deputy CM Manish Sisodia would be provided by him. And on the basis of that evidence, the investigating agencies will be able to nail the culprits of this excise scam.
Right. In fact, Mr. Dinesh Arora is not just a close associate of Manish Sisodia, but he is also said to be very vital. And this is what the CBI has told the court, that he was also very vital and played a very crucial role in framing the liquor policy.
Yeah, and that is something which is questionable. It is for the state government, and it's exclusive privilege to frame an excise policy. But when excise policy was tailor-made to have a quid pro quo arrangement and actually go against the spirit of the people, that is the time it becomes a criminal charge, and this is very serious, and that is why Aam Aadmi Party withdrew the policy. Now they are being nailed for it.
Okay, all right. Mr. Bhatia, thank you for joining us. An official word from the Aam Aadmi Party also expected. We're keeping an eye out for that. For now, slipping into a very quick break here. We'll be right back.